Well, I don't think Hockey Canada was expecting this type of backlash for the Canadian Olympic hockey jerseys, but yet here we are. Now, there's been a lot of bad comments said online about them and a lot of changes thought to be made. Those sadly will not happen, but nonetheless, people are not happy. So with all those people upset, I thought I'd share my opinion on them as well. So just with a little background on the trio of uniforms that they've brought in now for this year. Going back to 2014, Canada has released 3 uniforms for each Olympic Games, dating back to 2014, 2018, and as well as the 2022 Winter Olympics. Now, back in 2014, they released a home and away set that really only featured white and red in the 2 uniforms, and they had a black alternate that had a bit of a different design to it. A lot of people were kind of mixed on it. I kind of liked it back then, but nonetheless, that's when they started releasing 3 uniforms consistently for Team Canada. Then came 2018, and this was kind of the start of the same kind of design that they had the last couple of Olympics. It was the red with black, the white with red, and as well with the black with red. And you could kind of see that consistently through the 2018 uniforms, and as well with the maple leaf as well, the different looking maple leaf. You can see that through 2018. 2022 as well followed that same design pattern with the red with black, white with red, and black with red. And then it leads to this year, which I think people are fed up with the whole look, and it doesn't seem that great. Now, I just want to add one thing, and one thing I've heard a lot online about Hockey Canada and why don't they use their logo on the uniform since it's such a great logo. Now, back in 2010, just before the Olympics, when Canada was releasing the uniforms for the games, they actually wanted to put the Hockey Canada logo on the uniform like they had for the previous Olympics. But leading up to those games, the IIHF said in the Olympics they cannot use their federation's logos. That's why you see the other countries, the other nations that are competing in the tournament have different logos, different looks, different designs compared to what they are usually playing in, because they're not allowed to use their federation logo, which many of them do in other IIHF tournaments. So then when you look at the maple leaf, you kind of have to design something different, something close to what your regular federation logo is, except not use it at all whatsoever. But with that out of the way, let's get into the 2026 Winter Olympic uniform, starting with the good. So we're going to start with the white uniform. This is what I call the good. It is a basic white uniform with 2 stripes of red in the stomach area and as long as the sleeves. And the red on the stripes actually is the same 2 colors that are on the maple leaf on the main crest. Maybe to give it a little break, maybe not so much of the same color on both the stripes. And as well as on the sleeves, they have the Hockey Canada logo in a smaller form, of course, going back to what I just said, and as well as the Canadian Olympic logo as well on the other one. But this one is all right. I mean, this is just a classic. Like I mentioned before, this is what they've done the last couple of Olympics, just having a basic white uniform with red. There's nothing much to say about this. I'm going to get to the design kind of near the end of all these, but nonetheless, I think this is a basic plain look. I mean, they'll wear this, I'm sure, majority of the time. We'll see. But I'll say the white one's a good one. I have no problems with this one. And now we are off to the bad. And the bad here is the red uniform with the black striping, with white numbers, by the way. White numbers were chosen for this uniform. I mean, it's the same template as the white, so I can't really say much else about that. The black, it does not seem to have 2 different shades of black, and this one is just plain black. And the same kind of design. This one's not horrible. Like I said, it's just bad, though. I mean, black on red, people have been commenting on it for the last 2 days. It's horrible. We're Canada. We should be, our home in a way should just be red and white, maybe a little black sprinkled in there. But for the last 3 Olympics, we have had this. Now, the maple leaf in the 2018 one was silver white, so you can't really, blame them for that one. But the last 2 Olympics for certain, there's been a black maple leaf on the red uniform, and red is the prime Canadian color. So this is where people get upset, and I understand it, and I kind of agree. If this was, if you had a team that had black incorporated into it, like in an NHL team, this jersey would actually probably be fine. But nonetheless, this is a nation that's flag is red and white. So in my opinion, there shouldn't be any black whatsoever on a home red especially when your flag is that color. But nonetheless, that's just my opinion. Now we have to move on to the ugly. And boy, does it get really ugly for the alternate that Canada chose. Here is the black look. Once again, they've gone with the red stripes. It does kind of look like they're two different shades, but I don't believe that they are. And then the black leaf is back again, but this time with a red outline. This is just, you know, Canada's had great classic designs when it comes to black alternates in previous, you know, Olympics and as well as World Championships, you name it. This is just awful. This is awful. I mean, this is 2 Olympics in a row they've used the same design basically for these uniforms. And like, it's like you've had 4 years to figure it out. So what the hell happened within 4 years? Like, I don't know what their problem is with this. This is just, and I love a black uniform. I love a black Canada uniform. I love when Canada brings alternates to different tournaments and whatnot. I'm not so angry at the uniform being, you know, a black uniform being there with a black leaf. I'm just more upset that's the same, it's almost the same design as what they had in 2022. That's where my problem is with this. And that's where my problem is for this whole set, is that it's almost a mirror image of what they wore in 2022. That's my issue. So there you have it, folks. There's my good, bad, and the ugly ratings for the Team Canada Olympic uniforms that they will wear at the 2026 Winter Olympics. You know, just to end it, I just want to talk about the template. I don't really see something big in it. It's kind of bland in my opinion. Now, usually when Canada wears Olympic uniforms, they only last that Olympics and then we move on from it. But majority of the other teams will wear that template, you know, for a while. When it comes to, you know, IIHF tournaments, you know, World Juniors, World Championships, even the women's as well, they will wear this template of uniform for a while. So we'll see what their template looks like. Obviously, Finland kind of released theirs as well yesterday. So if that's the template going forward, I don't mind that really. But for Canada, you know, having their own special template, I feel like they could just do something way more special. I feel like they could do much better with striping. I feel like it's just the minimalistic look that is too minimalistic, especially for a great hockey nation like Canada. We'll see how they look on the ice. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But for right now, this template is just really bland to me. I feel like, especially for an Olympics, you kind of have to show off. This is kind of like the World Cup for Canada. I mean, there's not much else, something bigger, like say the FIFA World Cup, where they can wear an expressive kit that expresses their heritage. This is it. And I feel like if you're coming out in this for the Olympics, the biggest sporting event for hockey, I just find that it's very bland and very dry and not very good. So anyways, everyone, that is my review of the Team Canada Olympic hockey uniforms that they'll be wearing at the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan. Yeah, just to go along with what people are saying online, they're not very good. And I think they could have done a lot better. And I think they could have gone a step up from what they wore in 2022, and it's kind of gone a step down in a way. So hopefully things can change around, maybe in 2030, who knows. But nonetheless, everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like if you have not yet, and as well subscribe to the channel too. Also, leave your comments down below. Do you like them? Do you don't? Are they hideous? Are they good? Let me know. And also click the bell to be notified of when I record and post another video, because I'll be releasing stuff like this for the next couple of months. And heck, who knows, maybe I'll do an Olympic jersey ranking but before the games start in February. Anyways, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Peace.